Hi guys. Hi guys. Just setting things up here. Just setting things up here. Hi guys, welcome to my weekly live using the AMD Ultimate trading system. I will be showing you how the system has performed throughout this week. I will be going through the major pairs. So if you have not seen my video explanation on how the AMD system works, you can go to my YouTube and check out the video that I shared, and it will explain to you how the system works. But also you can stick to this live and I will explain you how it works. So let's wait for people to join, then we can begin. So today I took three major trades using the system. I took a buy trade on the Australian dollar against the US dollar, and my main approach to the market was very simple. First, I had to identify the trend of the market, and I did this by using the currency strength indicator here. So when this blue line is below the yellow line, that means the market is on an uptrend. So this line crosses here. When it crosses from below, it is an uptrend, and when it crosses from above, it is a downtrend. So having known that, I just waited for a good signal, and to confirm my trend direction, I had to wait for this gun signal here, this arrow around here. So when I got the signal, the gun signal, then I knew I'm only interested in finding buy setups. So I waited for my smart level entry signal to appear, which it happened to appear at around this area. That's where I executed my entry trade. But before that, the volume bar, I had to wait until this red volume bar here hit the 50 liquidity level. So that's another thing you should also be very careful while using this system. So when I got this reversal signal here, this reversal entry here was given by my ultimate smart level entry indicator. So that's when I was interested in looking for a buy setup. So I executed a 0.50 lot trade there, and my target profit was my first target profit was at this level 1, and my second and third level target profits are also displayed. So that's how it works. So right now I'm on this trade for AUD USD, still running in profit. So maybe I can just set my stop loss just above my entry so that I can have a risk-free trade. So no matter how this trade goes, I will have safeguard my position, and I will just lock my profits at $50 and see how it performs. So that was my setup for AUD USD this week. Simple strategy, but very effective. You just have to know when the market is on an uptrend. Then you get the gun signal. Then make sure there is a pullback that gives you the 50 liquidity level on the currency strength indicator. Then just a confirmation signal from the smart level entry indicator, enter buy position. So still running that. Let's see how it goes. But I always close my trades at the end of the day. So let's see another market that I was looking this week. I'm just looking at the major markets. So maybe we can go to the USD and the Swiss currency. This is the setup for the USD chef or the USD Swiss currency. The first thing you need to know or you need to note is the position of the gun signal. You can see the gun signal is telling us that it is a buy direction or an uptrend direction. So that means I'm only interested in looking for buy setups. So the first thing I have to do is wait until this blue line is below the yellow line. That means it is an uptrend. So whenever it crosses like this here, it has crossed above, that means the market trend has shifted to the downside. Because some of my students are confusing this indicator and they think that when the blue is above the yellow line, it is an uptrend. No, when the blue line is above the yellow line, the current market trend is on a downtrend. So that's how it goes. So right now, this is not a valid setup. You cannot enter a buy position on this market, mainly because of the currency strength indicator. Today it is on a downtrend momentum. So you can't enter a position right now. It is on a downtrend momentum. So this one is not a valid entry, but maybe yesterday or the day after yesterday it would have been a good entry. You can see on Monday. On Monday we had on Monday the blue line was below the yellow line and the volume bar hit the 50 liquidity level at around this area. So if you are keen enough, you would have taken an entry at around that, a buy entry at around this place. Yeah, and target at the close of New York session. That's when I close my trades. So, but today it is not a valid signal. So until we get an uptrend momentum, and also the gun signal remains an uptrend, that's when we will enter this market. But for now, it is not a good time to enter this market. So let's go to another market, one of the major markets that people like to trade. That is the GBP USD. That is the British pound against the dollar. This is a very good pair because it has a lot of traders trading it. So let's see what it did this week. So yesterday, that's when we got a gun signal showing an uptrend momentum. So this is not an entry signal. Don't confuse these. Don't buy here. Don't buy when you get an arrow. You have to wait until you get some other confirmations like the volume bar or the currency strength is showing an uptrend, which in this case is showing a very good uptrend. So the other thing is you wait until you get price to hit the 50 liquidity level. So you have to hit these volume bars to hit the 50 liquidity level at around this place. So this is where I could have taken a buy today. So at around this place, I could have entered a buy at around here. That's where I could have entered a buy position. My first take profit at take profit level 1, and my other take profit 2 at take profit level 2. So yesterday I didn't have taken this setup, mainly because I didn't get a bar to hit the volume bar to hit the 50 liquidity level. But as long as that during that day the volume bars had hit the 50 liquidity level, it is still a very good valid setup to enter at around this area. As long as the volume bars have hit the 50 liquidity level during that day, it's still a very good setup. So the British pound against the dollar this week was a buy. So the system is very, very good at eliminating guesswork. So you just have to know the current momentum of the market. So like this setup, you couldn't have been looking for sell setups this week. So that is a very good edge when using this system. So my other major asset pair that I was looking this week was the Euro USD or the Euro against the dollar asset. Same criteria that I used. First is to know the position of the gun signal. At this, it happened on a Friday. So during the weekend, I always keep that in mind. So I always know like next week I'm only finding buy positions on the Euro USD currency. So this week I was only interested in finding buy setups. I thought I would get a buy setup at around this area, but it didn't confirm. All my confirmations were not met. So I had to wait maybe until Tuesday. Tuesday this week, I had to wait until I got an uptrend crossover of the currency strength indicator. So at around this area, I knew price is changing direction to an uptrend. So I was very alert when it did that because I knew a buy position would come very soon. But also on a Tuesday it didn't happen. But today on a Wednesday we got our first buy position, but I didn't execute it because I had running trades. So I executed another pair, that is the AUD USD, but also I was following this pair, the Euro USD. So I would have entered at around that place, and yeah, I always close my trades at the end of the New York session. So my main logic for entering a buy trade on this gun signal showing a buy uptrend momentum. The currency strength is showing when the line is below the yellow line, when the blue line is below the yellow line, it's showing an uptrend momentum. You can see every time it crosses over the yellow line, it shows an uptrend momentum. Then I had to wait until a pullback of the trend. So a pullback that will give me a volume bar that hits at least 50 liquidity level. So at around that place, this was the last volume bar. So I had to enter I had to wait and enter at around this place here and then hold. So that was my position on the Euro USD currency. Very, very simple and straightforward system. It displays you the signal level, the stop loss level, and also the target profit levels, just in case something bad happens. You have to set a stop loss. So let's look at another market that have been trading the swings. This is a USD JPY asset, or the USD against the Japanese yen. It has been on a very, very strong uptrend. You can see the gun signal here. Happened last month, that is June. So from June last month, date 14, I was only interested in buying this currency. So every time I had a swing and my currency strength indicator was showing an uptrend, I was scalping for a buy option. So the currency strength indicator does not store previous market data. So that is why you can see there is no previous data. So it usually displays data for only 5 days. So the other days it deletes that because it is a very heavy indicator. So storing data, it would make your computer slow. So that is why it doesn't store any market data. It only shows you the real time market trend. So For example, on the USD JPY, I was only interested in finding buy pairs. Actually, this week I had a buy position on USD JPY. Had took a considerable lot. I took first entry 0.50 lot, the other I took 0.10 lot. So I'll be back just a minute. So this week I took a trade on the USD JPY pair at around here. News was happening, but that didn't scare away me from getting out of the trade. As long as I am within my rules, I don't close my trades even if it is news time. As long as all my rules have been met, then I just hold my position and set my stop loss and wish for the best. So I took a trade on USD JPY this week and I closed it at a profit at the end of the day. But if I could have held, I could have maybe made some considerable amount. But I always like closing my trades each day so that I can find new swing points the next day. So this market USD JPY was also on an uptrend. Everything was going well, just precise entry points. You can see the smart level indicator was highlighting the most optimal points where you can enter a trade. The most optimal point. When you see a downtrend signal like this, when you are on a buy trend, then you can exit your trade so that you can safeguard your profits. So those are some of the major pairs that I was looking, and maybe we can look at some indices like the NAST 100 and see how it performed. So I'm on a small trade on NAST 100, but also I just closed a trade on Nasdaq 100 today. Let me show you the entry that I took. So this was the setup. NAS 100. The gun signal was showing an uptrend, and also the currency strength indicator was showing an uptrend. And during that day, the volume bar had hit the 50 liquidity level. So it was a very good entry signal to enter at around this point. So I entered and closed the trade at the end of the New York session. And also today, I re-entered another buy trade here when the volume bar, this red volume bar hit the 50 liquidity level. I re-entered this trade at around there, a small trade just to see how it would perform. So that's what's running right now. So right now I'm holding and I have already hit take level, target level 1. So maybe we can just close this trade for now. So that is the Nasdaq 100. I was only interested in finding buy setups this week. Yeah, and that's it. So that is just for the indices. I only trade the Nasdaq 100, but also if you are interested in backtesting other indices, you can also use this system. The other asset I will be looking at is the US oil. US oil, that is the crude oil inventory. So this week I didn't have a trade on oil, but the current situation on oil is a buy bias. So the gun signal is showing an uptrend, and also we have to wait until the currency strength meter shows up an uptrend crossover. So maybe during Monday, that's when we had our first entry here at around this area. So I could have entered a buy trade at around that point, and I couldn't have gotten another setup on oil. So I missed this entry on Monday. I didn't get a good entry here on Monday. I didn't get another entry after Monday, but let's wait and see. Forex is a waiting game. So last but not least, one of my most interesting markets to trade using this system is the gold market. So let's see what was happening this week on the gold market. So I have a small trade on gold. It was a buy trade. I entered at around this area today. So let me take you through my think process using the AMD Ultimate trading system. So the bias of gold during this week was a buy. So because I had seen the gun signal, I call it the distribution signal, because market moves in three ways or three waves. That is the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So this is the distribution signal that happens. All this other is manipulation. So I had to wait until I get a perfect entry point where my currency strength is showing an uptrend and the volume bar has hit 50. So I had some few missed entries at around here on Monday, but I didn't enter that trade. And also yesterday was on a Tuesday. I didn't enter a trade at all because the smart level indicator told me to close all longs. So this was a moment of indecisiveness for the system. So I stayed away from the market. But today the trend was very clear. Today the trend was very clear. You can see at the start of the day, the blue line was below the yellow line, signifying a very strong uptrend. And also the volume bar had hit the 50 liquidity level at around this place here. So I had to look a buy position at around this place. But I had to wait until the London market opened. So that's why I was late to execute my trade a little bit. So I took a small trade of 0.05 and I am holding it until now. So that is why I took this trade, a very, very solid setup. Gun signal uptrend direction on the currency strength, and also a volume bar had hit the 50 liquidity level. So uh, so that's all for this week's setup using the AMD trading setup system. I always send trading setups and trading ideas on my private group that I am training on how to use this system effectively. So if you are interested to join the Ultimate Trading School, you can text message me on my email or you can message me on my Telegram. Of course, it's a paid service because I have to take my time to train new people. So it's not that expensive. You can just text me and I will give you all the info. So, but that's how the system worked this week. I have made some profit with the system. So if you are interested in joining the Ultimate Trading School, hit me up and I will show you how to use this trading system effectively with no big drawdowns. So yeah, I will maybe come back at a later hour to explain more on this system. But if you have questions, you can text me on my live chat right now. And also for the training, I will be doing training via Zoom, weekly training every Wednesday or Thursday. I will be doing a Zoom video to my private group members. And at the end of this year, I am sure I will have improved a lot of people's trading skills. I will boost a lot of people and their trading skills. So feel free to join, feel free to hit me up. And maybe it's the high time I took profit on this market and or I can just lock it at around 135. Yeah. So if you want to get this system, hit me up on Telegram and I will get back to you. That's what's up. Thank you for watching. Always look out for this live every Wednesday or Thursday. I will be showing you how the markets have performed. So tomorrow is the 4th of July. Tomorrow markets may not be open. So I will show you Friday how the week has been. So stay tuned and let's trade. So I'm about to close this trade of AUD USD because my smart level indicator just showed me a downtrend possibility on this market. So that's why I have to close it, because also it has also hit my level 1 take profit. So you can just lock it or just close it just to be on the safe side. So that is this week trading profit. So let's see at the gold. Let's see the gold asset, what is doing. Also hit the level 1 take profit. So for this I haven't gotten a reversal signal, but I will just lock my profits and also leave it there so that it can be a risk-free trade. So I will lock my profit at 23.56 level. So that is where I will set my stop loss. So even if the market comes down, it will not affect my profit. It will just take me out. So guys, that is how my trading session has been for this week. So I hope I will see you on my trading school, the Ultimate Trading School Mentorship program. And I'm sure you will gain a lot of knowledge and you will know how to use my trading tools effectively. So this is my profit for that week. And I believe I can do more with this trading system. So see you again on my next live. Join my Telegram channel to get notified. Subscribe to this YouTube channel also. See you again. Peace.